All right, what's going on, man? We back. Goodfellas Sports TV told you guys I was gonna come back with another live stream. Appreciate everybody for jumping on. That does come on. Let me update the description really quick. But we're gonna talk a little bit about Leo Santa Cruz, and we left off earlier with the Teofimo Lopez conversation a bit. But once again, I appreciate everybody for jumping on with your boy. By my last video, y'all can tell I'm probably not happy with Leo Santa Cruz. I caught a little bit of the end of the fight. I was watching the All Star little thing. I've been watching that for years. Dunk contest was all right. It's better than I remember. I remember. I don't think I might not watched it last year. I just ain't memorable. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody for jumping on the channel. I appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Um, and we're gonna continue to rock out, man. But um, let's get it in, man. Let's talk about Leo Santa Cruz tonight, real quick. Santa Cruz, I was not impressed by him. A little bit, I did see him, but you know what, man? I'll give him credit, man. He looked strong, man. He looked really, really strong at 126 pounds. Cool man said, man, what's going on? He looked really, really strong physically, man. Physically, he looked really, really strong. He looked really sturdy at 126. He just can't punch. You know what I'm saying? He really can't punch, and I was listening to that C4 comment on Fred joint with Lawrence Williams. Lawrence Williams said JoJo Diaz and another guy bum. I don't know who the other guy was, but I do know Leo Santa Cruz is levels above JoJo Diaz. JoJo Diaz has never been a world title holder, I believe. So, of course, Santa Cruz should do one better, but it is what it is, man. He looked strong tonight. I will say that. He looked really strong. He just is not blessed with the hydrogen in his hands, like Teddy Atlas would say. He really can't punch. And if you want to move to 130, you're going to have to get somebody respect. He's not elusive up top or as naturally as gifted in the hips as Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer is able to survive a little bit of fluid black movement, rhythmic movement, just what he's born with. So Santa Cruz is going to have to continue to be a technical marvel, continue to pretty much just outbox guys. He usually got a height and a reach advantage. Limb-wise, he's taller than Mikey Garcia. I think he might be longer than Mikey Garcia as well, too. To give you an idea of the physical advantages he even got moving up to a third or fourth weight class. So like I said, I ain't just knocking the guy. I get credit where credit is due. He will look very, very strong, physically good tonight. Legs look good, core look good, torso look good. At the end of the day, he can box. You know what I'm saying? He got skills. We can't knock that, but it's time to step up and fight Gay Russell, Rigondeaux. There's no way he can leave 126 pounds without fighting his rivals that he's been ducking for quite some time. I'm not a big UFC guy, but I do cover MMA a little bit. It's just that today was a lot on. It was a lot of it was basketball. I was shopping all day and I had to catch up on my videos, so I just lost time. I just lost track of time that Cain Velasquez was fighting. I was watching to be honest, I was watching the little thing on ESPN. They were showing his journey, his old fights. I just lost track, man. I'll try to do better and cover more UFC. I do like it, man. But I learned to like I didn't always like it, but I learned to like it. Got really good fights. Ricky E in the super chat. I appreciate it, man. So it ain't nothing personal. It's just that if I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, it's just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I forgot that shit was on today. But I'm just gonna talk about Santa Cruz, man. I'm not real versed in MMA. I just watch it. I'm definitely a casual. I don't, I'm in the karate films and shit like that, and I'm in the Michael Jai White, but not really, entrenched in the UFC game. But it do grow on you because they give you the fights that you want to see. Like Khabib and Conor McGregor was like the greatest thing I ever saw in a ring. With everything that went outside of, but that whole card was just electric. You know what I'm saying? So it's a sport that grows on, especially when boxing ain't giving you the nutrients that I should have. And it's amazing that I'm still talking boxing, man, because it's just like, man, it's so far from what it used to be. But I'm just talking about Leo Santa Cruz right now. Like, dude got some skills, man. I'm not gonna lie. He do got some skills. He got some really straight punches. He might got some of the straightest punches out there. But, at the end of the day, at some point, he's a nice guy. So you really, a lot of people overlook him. He not boastful. He not arrogant. He not ignorant. He a really nice guy. He really soft touching guy. It's hard to really jump on them guys. But y'all know me. I don't have no boundaries. he is one of the most protected fighters out there, and so is Gervonta Tank Davis. Like I said, I call a spade, white, black, Mexican, Simpson, yellow, green, yellow, spade a spade, man. You know, he is one of the most protected dudes out there. But I just can't see how can you leave 130 without fighting Valdez, or without fighting Warrington, or without fighting Gary Russell, or at the end of the day, fighting Rigondeaux. Even if you want to move up to 30, you want an advantage for Rigondeaux. At some point, this man punked you from weight class to weight class, and now pretty much it's down for Gary Russell and Rigondeaux to have to fight each other, or Gary Russell and Tank to fight each other. We know Leo Santa Cruz not going to 130 and fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. If you ain't gonna fight Gary Russell, how can you fight Tank? What's about to happen is they know Tank about to move up. They know Burchett about to move up, and he gonna get a vacant belt. And it is what it is, man. At some point in time in boxing, everybody that's over here, blacks, Dominicans, they all the same thing. All these black, Dominican, Cuban fighters, we all from the same cloth. At some point, we got to sit here and say, damn, we got to stop giving our money as fighters. We got to stop giving our money as fighters, I said again, to sanctioned belt bodies that don't do shit for us. At the end of the day, it's hard to get the WBC for a person of color or whatever in your skin. Even for UK fighters, pretty tough to get some of these belts, man. They cater towards everybody cater towards Spanish fighters. Even black fighters, man. Today, Errol Spence was on his way. Errol Spence was on his way to the press conference, and he had all Mexican gear on, man. I'm like, damn, man, like they really trying to push for this dude to get a Mexican fan base. And it's cool, I understand he's from Texas, but black people, we buy too. We've shown it time and time again. We buy. But you have to brand yourself to the world. And that's what them boxers doing. They trying to brand themselves towards Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Look at LeBron James. He branded himself towards his black people, and he got plenty of people cherishing him and putting him on pedestal. If Errol Spence and them actually tried to tap into their black fight man fan base, but they don't. They don't. So, but for Santa Cruz, Gary Russell be a good fight. Gary Russell ain't the most elusive guy neither. Gary Russell, it ain't really he really stiff too. You know what I'm saying? But he don't have the greatest feet neither. But you know what he got? He's explosive. He's smart. He articulate. He understand ranges. He work up and down. It ain't an impossible feat for Leo Santa Cruz to beat Gary Russell. Yeah, he did do the same thing Garcia Floyd did. But it's not impossible for Santa Cruz to beat Gary Russell. He just got to be able to control range, and that's hard to do. But it's not as hard to do if somebody doesn't move their head and don't have the best feet. Gary Russell just have to double, triple up the jab. Gary Russell comes straight down the pipe. He don't move his head. And if he able to keep that stick in Gary Russell's face, and Gary Russell don't step over, use angles and move his head, and in actuality, with his physical advantages, his height and his length, Santa Cruz should be able to outpoint Gary Russell. If his jab is utilized the way it should, be a high utilization, for his jab. He should utilize that joker all night, double, triple it up, straight to the head and to the head. That's it. Put the right hand behind him. Gary Russell get in close, tie him up, roll out, do it again. You know what I'm saying? No, Aaron Rodgers is not the best story of football of all time. I like Dan Marino. This is my personal opinion. I like Elway. Elway was doing what Aaron Rodgers was doing in his day. A lot of motherfuckers don't do their history, but JoJo Diaz was hitting Gary Russell at the time. Yeah, JoJo Diaz is a good fighter. Olympian. He's a bigger puncher, naturally bigger guy than Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz moved up several weight classes. Santa Cruz can't do what JoJo Diaz did. JoJo Diaz had hydrated so much. JoJo Diaz was a better puncher, but Santa Cruz don't have that punching power in his hand like JoJo Diaz. JoJo Diaz was punching with authority. He not naturally as big as JoJo Diaz. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't advise him to go to the body. He got too much height and length to be mixing up on the inside with Gary Russell. He don't punch hard enough neither. It's gonna have to be a tactical box, hit and don't get hit thing for him. He got a large arm advantage and a height advantage over Gary Russell. So you're telling me that he got to learn how to use his jab. He don't use his jab in a way that Gary Russell should be worried about it. He should really be stepping into the jab, being aggressive like Tommy was, and really controlling your opponent's movement. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. Your jab is meant to really help you find rhythm. It's like getting the layup. You know what I'm saying? It's like going out there laying up. All these kids today that hoop, they want to warm up from the 3-point line, do step backs. Now what you do is get you going to close shots, get you some layups, get you some short bank shots. You know, you work from the elbows, you work to the top of the key, you work from 10 to 15 foot. You really work your way inside out when you playing basketball. Because once the ball go into the rim for a few guys, then they can start to get hot. Then it starts to get hot. So, I mean, your jab is very, very key to really getting you in rhythm. Once guys are able to consistently hit you with the jab, they understand your rhythmic, your movement. That's why the jab is so important. You know, Roy Jones was special because it's always exceptions to the rule. Roy Jones was able to hit you without using the jab. He was able to hit you with lead hooks and touch you with those hooks at will. He had a great knowledge of you know, when to throw hooks, you know, and land. He didn't need a jab. But a lot of times everything is predicated off the jab. And once you take a jab away from a jabber, it's tough for them to survive, especially if they can't find you. But if a dude keep hitting you with the jab, you know, please believe something behind it gonna happen. It may be a body shot, maybe they vary it to the sternum, maybe they drop it to the belly to bring your guards down and then come over the top with a right or straight left hand. It really depends. Santa Cruz can go about it a couple ways. My dog's snoring. Y'all hear that shit? He can go about it a couple ways. He can really set on the back foot, step side to side, hit the jab, double the jab, step side to side, then jab, triple the jab up. You know, Gary Russell want to jump in with combinations. He can step to the side, give him the shoulder, push him to the side like a matador do a bull, sit the jab down again, hit the jab. Just keep varying the jab. Sometimes hit him with one jab, hit him. This motherfucker going crazy. Hit him with one jab, double, triple the jab up. So, you know what I'm saying? He can beat Gary Russell. I ain't never lied to y'all. He can beat him. You know, he gotta just use the jab and put the right hand behind it. You know what I'm saying? You know, Leo Santa Cruz does have a good height advantage, yeah, and length advantage. Burnside Avenue, what do you think about Giraffe Fast Fighter Pandora? If you watch him, he looks pretty nice. You talking about the super middleweight? I mean the junior middleweight, 6'6" junior middleweight. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I watched him like 2 years ago. You know, a lot of people wasn't gonna sign him if that's what you're talking about. He real tall, junior middleweight. I don't know if he's still there. I know Mikael Fox, he's 6'4" at welterweight. Alantez Fox was like 6'5" at middleweight. That's his brother. Yep. Six. Yeah. I seen him a couple of years ago. Nobody wanted to sign him. I think Samson signed his ass. Samson Boxing. Yeah. I mean, I watched a little bit of him, but not sure how good he gonna be. But you know, hey, how's Badu Jack doing after the cut to the head? He launched his own promotional company the other day. You know, Floyd ain't gonna like that. Badu Jack got his own nutritional supplements, and now he got his own promotional company. I'm really not sure about Tony Harrison, man. I heard they're supposed to be on the Herd and J-Rock undercard, but I heard they're moving out to DC, so something different can happen tonight. He fought on tonight 10-0 against and fighters and knocking guys out. Yeah. You know. He was Leo's card tonight. Okay. Carlos Barderas was on that card too, man. He's somebody to look out for, man. He's not getting a ton of pub because Ringstar Sports or whatever they call it, they coming up from scratch. You know what I'm saying? So that's something also to look at as well. But you know, Gary. I mean, I respect Leo Santa Cruz to be far Rigondeaux as well too. You know, it'd probably be the right time to fight Rigondeaux. Okay, Vasquez fighting tonight or Sunday. If it's Sunday, yeah, no, it ain't Sunday where I'm at. Okay, you know, 2 years off or something like that. So, do you know who Colin Curtis? I don't watch him. He come on after Undisputed, ESPN Reject. Yeah, I don't really watch him a lot, man, at all. I used to watch all that shit on ESPN as a kid coming up or a teenager, man. As part of the Interruption, that was one of my favorite shows. So I found out Wilbon was a clown. Not part of the Interruption, whatever. So yeah, that one and there's the other one, Around the Horn and stuff like that. My favorite one is with the dad. And Bomani Jones, he ain't on there no more. Them motherfuckers was funny. He be quoting the rap lyrics and shit. That Joker funny, man. I love to like chop it up with him, bro. Anthony the Real fight next week. I know he fighting for David Benavidez, a vacant title. He ducked David Benavidez before. A lot of motherfuckers don't know that. See, if you don't read this shit, you won't know. All right. He actually was supposed to fight Callum Smith, okay? And we'll heat up the talk in a minute. He was supposed to fight Callum Smith for the vacant WBC, but dude Jack left behind when he moved up. Okay. What happened was Anthony Durrell tried to move the fight from Los Angeles to Flint. Callum Smith pulled out, went into the tournament, tried to get Durrell into the tournament. He said no. And then they ordered Durrell versus David Benavidez. Durrell came over the injury. David Benavidez fought Ronald Garville. And now he got stripped for cocaine. And now he's fighting. He's the champion of recess. And now he's waiting to beat Jellion Love, which is the co-feature on Earl and Mikey, which is disgusting. What's up, Ronnie Boy Fresh? Nabil Khan, what's going on? JC Boxing. Now he's, fighting Alvian Uterman, which actually should have been Chris Eubanks Jr. versus Anthony Durrell, but Mauricio Suleiman Jr. was pissed off with Chris Eubanks. He made some comments about him, so he took it personal. But then again, man, that you don't have to misconstrue pleasure with business or business with personal shit, man. Chris Eubanks should have got that title shot, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Until these fighters get smart and stop acting like they got to sit here and bow down to Mexican fight fans, or they got to bow down because WBC, man. We need more entrepreneurs out here, man. Like if most people think, and I'm gonna answer that question in a minute. Most people think being an NBA making millions and going to the NFL making millions, being a tennis star making millions, being a boxing star making millions. You know what? I'd rather be a nigga that make thousands or 100,000, and own my own company than a motherfucker that got to answer to somebody. You got to watch what you say. Entrepreneurship right now is the best it can ever be. Somebody started Uber with no capital. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know what that is? No capital. You don't have no capital. He had no capital. Capital mean he had no cars, no taxi cab. He networked and he made, basically everybody get their grind your own car but make money on Lyft and Uber. That shit was the dopest idea ever. It's dope. It's the best time to be an entrepreneur right now, man. Look at Amazon. This motherfucker grossed probably over $1 billion last year and didn't pay 1 cent to federal taxes. Netflix grossed over $850 million last year and didn't pay $1 in federal taxes. Come on. Who your Super Bowl? It's too early for a Super Bowl pick. I'm looking forward to the combine. I think this week. I'm looking forward to free agency. I'm just checking out different players, especially for my other channel for the Lions. So yeah, I'm not really thinking about the Super Bowl. I'm happy for the off season. I'm happy for basketball to take center stage, March Madness, and we're gonna rock out and watch that. Have you checked out boxers out of Brazil? No, I haven't. I've been checking out Tecate boxing. I got to get on Argentina and Brazil and stuff of that nature. Instead of becoming a multi-division chat, why can't these fighters shoot more for unifications, undisputed bouts for, or at least clear out their respective division? David Green said that because at the end of the day, you just call yourself a title holder. Everybody call themselves a champion. So everybody think you the real champ, but in sports, it's only one champion. In boxing, obviously, we got several different divisions, but it's only one champion per division. It should be. A lot of these dudes run through these weight classes and they not lineal. Adrian Broner, Mikey Garcia has never been lineal in none of the weight classes he fought. So really, when you dig deeper into the situation, you was never lineal. Pacquiao was never lineal in a lot of his titles he went through. If boxing was down to 1 and 2 titles, I mean, it'd be the best. It'd probably be the best sport because you would have to fight the best, and a title would actually mean something. But hey, it is what it is. What happened to Hugo Centennial Jr.? Fred know them. Go ask Fred. He close to. He said he interviewed him. I'm not sure. What do you think? What do you do for a living? Personal. I drive a forklift. I drive a forklift. That's all I can tell you. I used to work at GM and a couple other companies, but obviously, GM laying niggas off. Um, so I don't work there no more. But I got a car shop. My dad got car shops and shit like that. So I'll be, working a lot, starting my own business, but it's high low, high low, high low, high low. What's up, Corey Lee? What's going on, my brother? AP13, what's going on? Saul Gartieres, Bruno Mars. I was in the 24 karat. That shit be banging. I wish I could play my stereo system for y'all. I bought me another one from Walmart. It had more watts, but it didn't have more bass. But that bitch was jamming. But I got a Sony in the basement, man, that I tore the cords out. I had to just rewire them. That bitch be banging, bro. Like, that's probably one of the best investments. Like, I got it on open box at Corey Lee was going on. I got it on open box at Best Buy. Like 24 karat gold or what's his name, Genadog Classic, man. Shit bangs on that bitch. I pay all my old school joints, especially when the nigga cleaning up. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I want to see Santa Cruz versus Gary Russell, Rigondeaux. I stopped not giving dudes mosquitoes going on. I stopped not giving dudes chances, man. Every fighter got a chance when they step in that square circle, man. Anything can happen. Leo Santa Cruz just got to box a perfect fight. Leo Santa Cruz got to box a perfect fight to beat Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? And it's not impossible because the Gary Russell got short arms and he's stiff. You know what I'm saying? He really stiff. Jojo Diaz showed if you can throw to the body, but you got to be able to punch like Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz throwing like you could tell he throwing hard. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, little place? He said Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz and Warrington. That'd be a good fight. It's a lot of punches thrown. Neither one of them is big punchers. I think Warrington is a bigger puncher than Leo Santa Cruz. The resume may not indicate that, but the fight that I always wanted to see was Gary Russell and Oscar Valdez. That's the fight I wanted. But Oscar Valdez, he didn't got beat up so bad in meaningless fights. That was always the fight. Valdez got the athletic ability to fuck with Gary Russell. I don't think nobody in the division got that ability except for Valdez when he on point. But Valdez was Valdez. I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna knock. I'm not gonna knock Canelo trainers, but Valdez need to train with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Valdez need to train with the brothers, though, for real, because Valdez fight like a brother. He got plenty of black properties and skills to his game. He needed to train with the brothers. But let's talk about Omar Figueroa and John Molina. I was watching that joint, man. I expected a little bit more, but it was a good fight. John Molina. Anytime John Molina outboxing you, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, man. You should have lost that fight. And I like Omar Figueroa. I didn't score it, but John Molina was boxing him on the back foot, and Omar Figueroa, he is what he is, man. You know what I'm saying? He used that little Joe Frazier type of crossface, fake Joe Frazier defense. And John Molina sat there and tried to outbox him. I thought John Molina would go to war with him, but he didn't. But how you got to handle Omar Figueroa is you got to go to the body. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to the body. You know what I'm saying? You got to dig to that body, jab to that body. You got to go to Figueroa body. You ain't going to hurt Figueroa to the head. That motherfucker is strong and that motherfucker drunk. Wino. So he ain't feeling nothing in that you throwing. Figueroa is one of the most exciting fighters out there, man, especially if you get him with the right style. I want to see Omar Figueroa versus Sean Porter, in my personal opinion. What do you think of Tevin Farmer? Yeah, I don't know if he can, unify due to the politics of the division, though. But like I said before about Omar Figueroa, he got to work on something that worked for him. But John Molina boxed beautiful tonight, man. I thought those scorecards was wide, but I think John Molina, he is what he is, man. A real strong, sturdy guy. The weight was supposed to be at 140. Obviously, Omar couldn't make the weight if you didn't know that. I don't know what Omar's hill been on fighting at 140. I guess he want to capture a title there, but he can't make the weight, so he got to go to welterweight. I want to see Omar Figueroa versus Sean Porter. That'd be a good fight. I don't hate Tevin Farmer, bro. I don't hate him. I just keep it in perspective. I don't see him beating Tank. You know what I'm saying? I haven't watched a lot of the other guys in the division other than Miguel Burchett. And Burchett, I don't see him beating Burchett neither. Burchett is a really, really good fighter. A lot of the taller, longer fighters give Burchett an issue. But Burchett is a good fighter, man. He got the style that could trouble Lomo a tad bit, but he got injured, so his fight got put off though. But I don't get mad at nobody, man. I just got my opinion on stuff. Um, but Tevin Farmer gotta just keep fighting. The more he fight, the more advantage he gonna have on everybody else that ain't fighting that much. That dude is one of the most active guys. Him and Jaime Munguia do so now, and that's how you actually get better is fighting. You can't get better just in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all see Homeboy jump over Shaq and put his arm through the rim. A lot of people said the slam dunk contest was boring. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a little bit. You seen the interview with Lopez? I seen the one with Xavier shoot the 5. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. He's at Philly, but I don't pay that kid no mind. He just running his mouth, man. He know he not ready for Lomachenko, so it's just like, we already know we stand, man. But tonight, a lot of the Mexicans came out and supported Santa Cruz. He from LA. For some reason, I can remember he was from LA. Yeah, I like the 2-3-point shootout was dope too. But at the end of the day, if they gonna, if I'm a black fighter, I want the same protection that Santa Cruz is getting, man. And some guys are getting it, man. But we seeing the real downside to Premier Boxing Champions. A lot of they guys not having promoters. You know what I'm saying? We seeing the real downside to it. The downside is that they scared to let make their fighters do something because they don't have a promotional pack. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a promotional pack. So if Santa Cruz said, man, I don't want to fight Gary Russell, I'm going over the top rank. They can do that. That's the bad side of it. That's the real bad side of it, man. So, at the end of the day, as long as he pulling in LA, as long as he putting asses in the seats, man, and they ain't got to give away a comp of billion seats, Santa Cruz not going to be forced to do nothing else because of his ethnic movement and his ethnic fan following. He's not going to be able to do nothing that he don't want to do. So at the end of the day, at this point, if he don't fight Gary Russell this year, what are we even talking about it for? It's not like he a welterweight, a middleweight, a heavyweight. But he has been getting away with this shit for years, though. He been getting away for years. So at the end of the day, it don't surprise me, man, because you look at these black fighters like I'm gonna trust this again on Earl Spence. Earl Spence is seen in a limousine with Mexican color jacket on, Mexican color LA hat on, capping for the Mexicans. He's sitting there, they using the Dallas Cowboys, making them synonymous with the fight world. They trying to have like Dallas kind of be like the big event place for Hispanic fighters or fighters from Dallas for their big fights. They trying to make it like the big fight of the Southwest or the Western, like the Barclays Center. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Earl Spence is out there trying to get Mexican fan fighters. That's what this Mikey fight about. This Mikey fight ain't about. It ain't really about Mexicans and black neither. It could turn into that at fight night if they get it's a bad outcome. It can turn into black and Mexican, brown and black, but it ain't black and brown. It's to get Mexican fans on Earl Spence's side. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence won a Mexican Floyd Mayweather following. When I just wished a lot of these brothers just trusted in the black fight fans that they can bag them, but they feel like they got to go out their way and be apologetic to the Mexicans to get them going behind them. But at the end of the day, it's cool though, man. It's cool. The reason us black fight fans can't respect fighters is because the fighters don't respect our money and they don't respect us. That's just what it is, man. Tell me I'm lying. They don't respect us, man. PBC, I get tired of people saying, Mondanero, what's going on? I'm getting tired of saying, tired of people saying PBC is pro-black. That's bullshit. They pro-boxing. They pro-boxer. They ain't pro us. They don't do anything. Any moves they make in mind ain't got shit to do with the black fight fans, man. Because at the end of the day, Premier Boxing Champions can hire more black individual medias. They don't comp black fighters nothing. They don't give us the pick of the litter for who come in and who do their interviews. We got to go appeal 3 or 4 times just to get media credentials. Like, ain't nothing black about Premier Boxing Champions but their roster, but Al Heyman and some of the niggas that he employed, like Sam Watson and Tim Smith. There's nothing black about Premier Boxing Champions. And people feel like they got allegiance to them. I don't have allegiance to none of them because they not giving none of us, they not helping none of us out. You know, they not coming on say, you know, they ain't coming to Dante and say, if you use this PBC code, your customers can do woo woo woo. Like real talk, PBC gets some of the most PBC gets some of the most free publicity from us, man. Free publicity, they get a lot of free pub from us. And guess what? They not even for black fighters. They don't put none of the individual new medias on. We got a scratching claw for media credentials and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about us, man. They don't. I stay in Dallas for Errol has a huge Mexican following out here. At the end of the day, what's wrong with just being yourself? It's Black History Month. I don't really believe in that, but you wearing Mexican colors on here. And to make it even bad, you working with Jerry Jones, a known racist, bigotry, Papa John owning ass Jerry Jones. But you know what? That money is number one. Money is number one over dignity, over integrity, over legacy. All that money shit, no matter. Jerry Jones come on and call that nigga Earl. The nigga named Earl. He call that nigga Earl. He don't give a fuck about no damn Errol Spence. I've noticed the zone doesn't do the Mexican pandering. I like the fact they try the different locations. Exactly. We in the same old Mexican circuit, man. New York for the Barclays Center, they want to act like that's the black thing, but New York still got a big Spanish population. You know, then we go down to motherfucking Texas, California, Las Vegas. Like, goddamn, is Sean Porter gonna speak up and say, "Hey, Uncle Al, can I get a fight in Cleveland?" Come on, we always at the Cleveland games and shit like that. What if Earl shows skill like Bud and Garcia, but stops him in the 12? Will you have a problem with it? Nah. If he still stop me, stop. People gonna try to poke a hole in it, but he got skills. He can do that. You know, it wouldn't surprise me, man. I don't think Errol Spence a fucking Frankenstein, all brute strength, and no Big Uchi on Sports TV was going on all strength and no skill. I already know what he about, man. I already done seen him really boxing the back foot and shit about that in the gym, man. I seen that years ago, so it don't surprise me. You see the pic of Errol looking at the pagan stars. No, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad at the brother. I mean, do what they tell you to do, but at the end of the day, it's really real talk. It's really no place in boxing for black fight fans, bro. It's no place in boxing because it's nothing for us. It's nothing we can sit there and for us and watch. We can't sit there and say, okay, this us. We can't. You know what I'm saying? We can't sit there and be like, oh, okay, man, I can't wait to see Charlo and Jacobs. And nah, man, and they gonna have 1,000 Mexicans and Puerto Ricans on the undercard and shit like that. I already know how the game go, man. It took me a minute to peep what they really was doing, but everything is versed towards not towards us, man. And I guess a lot of people, people is cool with that or don't pick up on it, but they ain't fighting in Chicago for why? They ain't fighting in Detroit, why? Can't get no fights up in Milwaukee, can't get no fights down in Kentucky and South Florida, man. They don't want no fights where it ain't no large fucking Mexican or Puerto Rican fan base. Them Haitians, Cubans, and Zoes gonna show up. All of them gonna show up for a fight down in South Florida. But don't let Al Heyman fool you. That motherfucker ain't pro-black, man, like that. Like people say, make it seem it is. You know, it's hard for us to get fucking credentials to get in their fucking events and shit like that. Could it be, CJ, there ain't enough dark brother fans? Man, you see it's 1,000 dark nigga fans, man. You already see it's a billion black fight fans, man. I ain't gonna say a billion, but it's a lot of black fight fans, man. It's way more ready to spend their money on shit like that, man. This nigga right down there at the Charlotte All-Star game right now, throwing thousands and thousands of dollars for no fucking reason at the ticket bar. I wonder will Boots get an opportunity like Mikey if he called out 47 champions. He just had promotional issues. He's supposed to fight this month, but they got it together. I didn't know Andre Ward disrespected black boxing fans at first. I mean, he was just disrespecting fans in general. That nigga was just like, I don't need y'all respect and validation. And then he lied about the whole Kovalev thing. Like I said before, man, I'm not surprised about nobody character at all, man. I'm not surprised by nobody character. You know what I'm saying? Alexander, so I only know this now that Santa Cruz undercard was only Mexican. I I haven't seen an all American fight card. You ain't gonna get an all American fight card, man. You're not gonna get an all Cuban card or all black card. That shit don't exist. That shit don't exist, and it's cool though, man. It's like it's the sport. Like only thing we really ain't got no sports for black people, man. Because if you look at the NFL, all white owners, NBA, all black owners, I mean, all white owners except for Jordan and the BET Bob Johnson owner owned them before him. The Charlotte Bobcats, not a Hornet. So we really ain't got shit. Ain't sports ain't for us, bro. Because everything we play in is controlled by another ethnic group, you know. And we scared to start our own shit, so it is what it is. But like I said before, man, whatever floats Arrow boat, man. You know, if you want to go out there and try to get as many Mexican fans as possible, it's cool. You know, but we got a lot of black fight fans that's riding for him, and that's riding with everybody, man. But like I said before, man, you know, Santa Cruz got to do what he got to do, and he got to just step up and fight Gary Russell, man. If he do that, man, and I ain't gonna complain. You know, Gary Russell beat him in the amateurs. But what else we was talking about earlier? Yeah, we was talking about that Teofimo Lopez joint. Y'all can ask questions. I just answer them while I'm up. We was talking about that Teofimo Lopez joint, man. And Lomachenko, man. It's like it's levels to this. Like you actually got to go through the full spectrum as a prospect, man. You got to crawl before you walk. You know, smile before you talk. And he ain't crawling yet. He crawling, but he ain't walking yet. You know what I'm saying? He got to go through the 10 rounders, the 12 rounders, the former champions, you know, the champions the former guys that failed for world championships. You know, he want to move fast, and these young dudes want it all right now. But there's really no rush. Enjoy this fighting 5-7 times a year. You know, enjoy getting the experience, man. Because you can't get it back once. You can't get it back again. You can't get none of this back. Somebody go out there and knock your ass out tomorrow, cap it down 24. What's going on? You can't substitute that, man. So you make sure you do it right the first time. You fight all the type of guys you can fight. You know, slick guys, stiff guys, strong guys, power puncher guys, guys that fight on the back foot. You know what I'm saying? You just don't come in 13 fights in the amateurs, 13 fights at the Olympics and beat Lomachenko. Y'all can say Lomachenko had this many fights, but don't forget he had 7 fights over in the World Series of Boxing. So really the motherfucker like 19 and up. You know what I'm saying? So all he needs to do is just keep doing what he's doing. Fight the guys that put in front of him. If you grow out the weight class and don't get a belt, it's okay. Any dude that's 21, 22 with only 1 year of boxing going on 2, you need help. You need improvements, but you can't tell these dudes nothing. Everybody want to be on the fast track until they get starched. So I will say Lopez's dad talks a lot of shit and eggs his son to do the same. Yep, coming in the game talking shit. Can't do it. You gotta respect the game, man. You gotta earn the right to talk shit, bro. You know, he ain't beat nobody, man. He really did, man. So you just gotta keep doing what he's doing. I can't say too much about the guy because when you fight Lomachenko, man, it's tough. This is a guy that's moving towards you using ankles, and he gonna have to really utilize his jab. And a lot of guys get gunshot because Loma take away their best weapon. So you really gotta just work on. You ain't gonna find nobody in the gym that fight like Lomachenko. Because any guy that's elusive like him gonna either move back, side to side, or not. They ain't gonna move forward like that. Gotta keep that jab pumping with him, man. You know, once you're able to touch him and find him, and you able to control his movement, you should be all right. But he ain't got enough experience to really dissect no Lomachenko like that, man. It's not yet. I would go to 140, establish my brand if I can get a title at 35, and just make him come up. But can't tell these young niggas nothing. T.O. is good, but moving too fast and we'll get exposed by Loma. Exactly. David Haney trying to jump on that train too. Like you ain't ready neither. Like Floyd said, it look easy on the outside, but it's hard on the inside. Watching John Morant, that motherfucking animal, man. He had 25 points and 14 assists. He had 9 turnovers today. You can't have that. But they won by like 32. Yeah, you supposed to fight you supposed to fight tomato cans, man, early in your career. You supposed to fight them tomato cans. Who you want Lopez to fight next? Luke Campbell? It's a good fight. All those power shots not gonna land on Loma. Exactly. Jab. You gotta be able to jab Loma. These niggas just hate Loma, man. One bad performance and motherfuckers act like Lomachenko. Oh, he just came off of shoulder surgery. I ain't gonna lie, that barbecue burger from Wendy's, that bitch slap, bro. I had that the other day. I ain't ate Wendy's in a minute. That shit was good. Even they made the fries taste good. And the bitch was cold. That shit was good as fuck. Nigga went to Bath and Body Works today. Got me some shit, man. Y'all gotta get that TK wood or something, man. My barber gave me the lotion. And then I went to get the body wash. That shit smelled good as fuck. Zion and Lock for the first pick. I agree. It's Lomachenko's birthday. Okay. What about Easter and Haney? I think that's a 50-50. I think Haney probably might can get him. It's gonna take a big effort, man. Using that jab for Haney, man. You know, that's how Mikey got Easter. He power jab. The way he power jab Easter is the way Bobby Easter should have been using this jab the whole time. But you know, it is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is. A lot of these dudes think they're ready, man. I wish these contenders had the same ambition as these young dudes. Clarissa Shield, Christina Hammer. I just did a video on them today, man. If Christina Hammer don't develop a hook, she ain't got no chance. You know, but Clarissa Shields, if she come in reckless, Christina Hammer better be working on a left hook or an uppercut. Real talk, Ron Finkley, what's going on? Favorite fighter right now? Who I say, man? I don't know. Inoue, my favorite fighter. Any nigga in the tournament, my favorite fighter. What do you think about Bo Mack telling Fred he thinks Spence fight will happen in 2020 or summer 2020? I don't know. He don't make no decisions in no tentative dates, so he don't know. You know, 2020. I'm tired of hearing 2020, man. What about 2019? I think Pacquiao knocks out Mayweather. He too old. Mayweather ain't fighting him regardless. It ain't happening. Mayweather's still in great shape though. That's the crazy thing about it. Pacquiao wouldn't even be able to touch that dude. That dude's still phenomenal shape. I like Carlos Barderas. I like him. His uncle funny as fuck too, man. He got a bright future. I think his future might be as brighter than Teofimo Lopez. Anthony Joshua. I think Joshua probably gonna knock out Big Baby in like 8. I couldn't change my mind once I do the fan work, but I like Anthony Joshua. I really don't have a dog in the race, but I want to see Wilder and Joshua. Manny was rocking old people's socks. You ain't lying. Tank right now, man. Teofimo Lopez, he moving though. Anyone moving up in boxing, Douglas for 2019 so far. We in the same position we was last year. Big Baby Miller can ride. He can get off the list. He fighting Joshua. You know, a lot of motherfuckers already had Tyson Fury on the list, but I'm like, damn. I mean, I couldn't put Tyson Fury on the list after he came back and fought Wilder and kept his word. So, I mean, I really ain't seen nobody. Everybody's pretty much still at the same rate. I heard homeboy Billy Joe Saunders might be ready to announce the Andrade fight, so something to look at. Bob Arum is the problem. The longer ball starts the quicker. He could be. Yeah, he got some fights on this weekend, man. Got the combine on this weekend too, I think, this week, man. It's Tuesday or whatever. But other than that, you know, you got DeGale and Eubanks and Anthony Yard all this weekend coming up, so that should be straight. Andrade versus Billy. So yeah, the purse bid is set for Tuesday. So we waiting on the purse bid. They probably got a motherfucking agreement already done. I don't know, man. Billy Joe Saunders out the Oxford. I don't know. He's a good fighter, but I never really seen him tested versus nobody. Yeah, it's a good draftees out there. Kid from Houston, Joey Bosa, Kyle Murray, Dwayne Haskins. A linebacker from Kentucky is pretty good. White from LSU, linebacker, pretty good. Greedy from LSU, cornerback, pretty good. Good cornerback from Georgia. It's a good draft. It's always a good NFL draft. Did you watch McHale fight on Friday? No, I didn't catch it. I kind of catch up with him on DC Mike TV. DC Mike got it all. Rashawn Gary, he in there as well too. And you got his running mate Bush. Bush at Michigan playing middle linebacker. So it's a good draft. Oh, Triple G still ain't made a movie. I was thinking about that today. Like, damn, Triple G still ain't bust a move yet. So we waiting on him. Waiting on Triple G to bust a move. My dog over here asleep. My daughter in my fucking bed. He can't go up there and his nigga just sleep. Kids in the back room, they sleep. Man, my house be on bang bang, bro. Nah, he ain't Triple G in the middle of a law. He's suing his managers. I heard Al Heyman showed him where his money was going. And now he done sued. So he probably just going through the legal terms and shit. Do I like Eminem? Not really. Not no more. When I was younger, I do. I did, man. But I ain't a big Eminem fan no more, man. I'm not a fan of a lot of music no more. Triple G doing the retirement plan shit, man. If you got opportunity to get $3.5 million back, I'm gonna do that shit too. Every dime counts when you old. You got another kid coming this world too. Yeah, every dime counts, buddy. All right, any questions? I don't know. I'm getting sleepy as hell. No more questions? What do you think about my Broncos trade for Flacco? General Matt Elway can't identify a talented quarterback or can't develop one. That's all that means. It should help. Flacco, all right. Y'all need to get a young guy. Hard to find him though. I gotta see how Mikey look at 47. I gotta see how Mikey look first. Pacquiao look pretty old. I think Mikey would have got him if he'd have fought back in January. Team LeBron. That motherfucker Giannis had his Gucci sweater on today. Like, fuck the boycott. LeBron got them killers on his team. Wade and he got Russell. He traded got for Ben Simmons and Kyrie and KD. Yeah. Tank versus Gary. Probably Tank, to be honest. What do you think where Antonio Brown should go? 49ers are fit for him. I like the 49ers. Yeah, Judges they did. John Molina Bold. Yeah, I watched Molina and Omar, man. That was a good fight. Molina was hitting that motherfucker with missiles. Omar was laughing at that motherfucker, man. Omar was hitting him with that left hook, too. Tank Rigondeaux, Tank too big for him, man. Extremely too big. Hey, man, I'm going to get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm about to go to sleep on camera. But I'm going to come back with another stream tomorrow, man, for sure. I'm going to come back. We're going to do a couple streams tomorrow, man. I got to go to the movies and shit, but yeah, before I come and after the movies, I'll come back and do another stream. But shit, I appreciate everybody for checking in. I think Case Keenum a good quarterback too, man. He ain't have a lot to work with over there, but I'm gonna